Okay, this is project number 6. Okay. Um, so the publishers we chose to coordinate with are one of them. We chose four. Sports Illustrated being one of them, just because they could. There's a good opportunity for Lululemon as an athletic wear apparel company to put their ads in Sports Illustrated. That would be either magazines or websites. And Sports Illustrated has millions of subscribers. They both have print and digital media. And also, since Sports Illustrated is 90% male audience, it'd be really important for us to kind of grow into that male audience and tap into it instead of being, just female oriented, which Lululemon is primarily female dominated as a brand. GQ, we chose GQ because GQ has two different lines in their brand. They have GQ and then GQ Sports. Um, GQ could be a really good opportunity because it obviously targets lifestyle users, but as well as their athletic line and activewear. And they have a high traffic market, and so it'd be really good exposure for Lululemon as a whole. Going to the next two, Women's Health Magazine. Obviously, if Lululemon is a predominantly um, female, at least bought brand, staying with like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Um, that's kind of a good attitude to have because there's obviously the circulation to um, continue brand awareness through the women's target market, and also along with women who want to get healthier and continue on their fitness journey. I think Lululemon would be a good opportunity. Now, I have a bit of a wild card with the Wall Street Journal, but I think it'd actually be pretty well because of the target market. Um, High net worth individuals are always constantly reading the Wall Street Journal, as well as any income individuals. But because Lululemon is charged at a certain price, you'd be targeting a certain income of people, and it creates an opportunity to create exposure to a brand, to maybe users who aren't aware of that brand, that being the target age of, instead of being kind of the middle-aged target market to a younger generation, it is now getting trying to get the older generation bought into Lululemon. Information to DSP would be our campaign objectives. We would want to get people aware of Lululemon and aware of the brand, and we want to look for users that are not really familiar with Lululemon and get reached out to them. Um, and then retargeting is continuing the relationships with those who are purchasing from Lululemon, and just kind of just honing in on that, as well as creating a new target audience, which is, like I said previously, based on income, age, and gender. Um, Wall Street Journal is, do you want a high net worth individual that might be a little bit on the older side? So maybe like an older male, that would be another target. Um, Online shoppers, that's kind of pretty standard with Lululemon. They do a really good job about their online marketing, and online shopping is so easy and so accessible these days that if you just keep honing in on that, I think it'd be a good opportunity. And once again, fitness advocates, it's a fitness brand, started off as a yoga brand. Um, just kind of refreshing of what we were kind of looking to for information we give to DSP. Um, two more things of information would be how we would want our ads displayed, to where you go to DSP and say, hey, we want a banner, increase a pop-up ad. So it's like, for example, on the right side, I don't know. Okay, I hope you can see it. On the right side, there's um a pop-up ad where it's like, if somebody's in checkout, Lululemon gives them a discount. This could be for any checkout of something that if someone's looking at activewear apparel, Lululemon could get in on a pop-up ad in their checkout. It's like, hey, you have a coupon, and then that creates more traffic to the website. And then video, short clip advertising, commercial advertising. There's a kind of a little bit of commercials with Lululemon, but I think if they ramp that up and then get into more of a videos and short clips, just to keep refreshing people's minds. Ad frequency is another one, information to send to DSP. So, for example, we would want to insert a website ad 5 days a week, twice a day for 2 weeks, which would be on the bottom of your screen there. If somebody's just looking, obviously you type in the keyword of athletic wear, but if they're not on the Lululemon website, they can't find it. There's a pop-up ad that's like just to show people that we're out there and we're trying to make get people interested into that.
For Lululemon, it's essential to use keywords that reflect both the lifestyle and mindset of the core customer or our core customer. Keywords like fitness enthusiasts, yoga gear, and healthy lifestyle help match our ads to individuals who are already seeking kind of the content they're aligned with or where they think their brand value is. By incorporating terms like the luxury athletic wear and the fashion part, we also reach consumers who are looking for clothing as both functional and fashionable desire. These choices allow the DMP to build the audience segments that go beyond age and gender and instead focus on behavior, passion points, and intent. And then for the key metrics, when assessing performances, we focus on three main metrics. First is the click-through rate, CTR, which tells us if our creative is resonating and is matching the audience. Second is cost per acquisition, so CPA, which helps manage spending and evaluating the cost effectiveness of each conversion. And then lastly is the viewability rate, which especially is important for a premium brand like Lululemon, because if the ads aren't being seen, they're not supporting brand awareness or driving value, it's key and it's important to bring about this point. All three of these metric works bring together to give a clear picture of both engagement and efficiency with Lululemon. And then the last part for the summary. Overall, buying is a strong fit for Lululemon. It allows the scale and the message. It allows us to scale our message while maintaining precision targeting. And throughout the data-driven decision making, we can ensure that our media is optimized in line with the audience online behavior and what they like. It also gives us flexibility because if something isn't working, we can adjust in real time. And we can bring it to the digitally savvy brand with a performance-driven audience because this method is targets the people that want to work out and are in the performance-driven audience kind of realm of everything. That was just a short, like kind of get a to keep going.
All right.